Francesca Evans with the latest news, sport, weather forecast and what's on this weekend in the Lyme Regis area. A public consultation on restrictions regarding dogs in public spaces has now been opened by Dorset Council. The council is offering the public the opportunity to have their say before renewing its public space protection orders, which were implemented in January 2021 and are due to expire at the end of the year. These orders identify where, when and how dogs can use green spaces and beaches, including the controversial restrictions for the main sand beach and Cobgate Shingle Beach in Lyme Regis. Under the current rules, dogs are not allowed on these beaches between May and October and must remain on a lead on these beaches at all other times of the year. Unlike in other towns across the county, Dorset Council introduced the on-lead rule for the winter months in a compromise after Lyme Regis Town Council called for a complete year-round ban of dogs from the main beaches, sparking a long-running debate and petition from dog owners. The council has stood firm in its view and has repeated its calls for an all-year-round ban of dogs before the public consultation opened. You can have your say by following the link shown on screen now. West Dorset MP Chris Loder did not take part in this week's vote on the Commons Privilege Committee's report into Boris Johnson and his statements to the House on Partygate because he said it would achieve nothing. Conservative Mr Loder was among 225 MPs not to vote on the report on Monday, which recommended that the former Prime Minister should be suspended for 90 days and that his parliamentary power should be removed. Mr Johnson resigned as an MP on June 9th before the report went to the House of Commons, so Mr Loder said voting on the report would achieve nothing except drag out this soap opera, and it was not a good use of time. The Oyster and Fish House in Lyme Regis, owned by renowned chef and restaurateur Mark Hicks, has been named Best Restaurant in the Muddy Stilettos Local Business Awards 2023. Across the country, 77,000 businesses were nominated in the first round of voting and a total of 800,000 votes were cast. The awards were broken down into 28 counties in the UK, with the Oyster and Fish House winning the Best Restaurant category in the Dorset, Somerset and Bristol region. The win comes after a challenging year which saw Mr Hicks forced to remove his temporary outdoor deck area after a dispute with Lyme Regis Town Council, reducing his restaurant covers by half for the summer months. Other local winners included Lyme Regis Stays, a holiday home rental in Sherborne Lane, which won Best Boutique Stay in Dorset, Somerset and Bristol. Police were called to Broad Street in Lyme Regis on Friday evening following reports of an altercation in the town centre involving a group of people on scrambler bikes and a motorist. Officers were called to the scene at 7:30 p.m. and spoke to members of the public in the area, but the individuals believed to be involved in the incident were not located. Further searches were carried out and inquiries into the incident are ongoing. Police are also appealing for information after two kiosks on Lyme Regis seafront were broken into at approximately 2:30 a.m. on Tuesday, June 20th. Officers confirmed that the kiosks were on Marine Parade but have not given any further information about which businesses were involved or how much damage was caused. Anyone with information should contact police on non-emergency number 101, quoting the reference number shown on screen. More than 370 patients of Lyme Bay Medical Practice did not attend scheduled appointments between March and May this year. Figures released in the practice's latest patient newsletter show that 377 appointments were missed, with 120 clinical hours wasted. More than 13,300 appointments were attended during March and May, and there were 377 home visits made. 99 new patients registered with the practice during these months, bringing the total number of patients to just under 9,000. The youngest volunteer of Lyme Regis lifeboat crew, Sam Ellis, has entered the record books. Sam joined the RNLI crew at the age of 17 in 2018 and remains their youngest recruit at 21. He has just become the first in Lyme Regis to qualify as a navigator of an inshore lifeboat and possibly the first in the country, as this new position was only rolled out in March. Sam spent many weeks studying navigation and was encouraged by his father Mark, a paramedic who also serves on the lifeboat crew. An excellent batting performance saw Uplyme and Lyme Regis cement their third place position in the Devon Cricket League C East Division with a 57-run victory at home to North Devon Seconds. Uplyme won the toss and decided to bat, They lost 2 wickets with only 29 runs on the board, but excellent knocks from Mark Beattie, skipper Sam Farrow and Tyler Wellman put them in a strong position with 277 runs on board after 45 overs. The North Devon visitors struggled against an excellent up-Lyme attack and at one time were 85 for 5. A fine 79 from Ruben Winley improved matters, but in the end they fell short by 57 runs. Australian overseas player Preston Hillis was up-Lyme's most successful bowler, finishing with figures of 3 for 50 off 9 overs, and Joe Ellsworth, Tyler Wellman and Andrew Harrison claimed 2 victims apiece. This victory keeps up-Lyme in 3rd place in the table on 107 points, 6 behind second place Braunton. Teignmouth and Sheldon top the table on 125. Tomorrow, up-Lyme are away to Alphington and Countess Weir, who are in 6th place. up-Lyme's T20 side, the Muffin Men, are also doing well in the East Devon Bash competition, having won 4 games. With just 1 match to go, it looks like up-Lyme will meet Seaton Pirates in the final next month. The youth section of Lyme Regis Football Club staged their end-of-season presentation day at the Davy Fort last Saturday. More than 100 youngsters between the ages of 8 and 15 took part in an inter-club tournament before the awards were presented by club president Philip Evans. The event raised £1,100 for youth section funds. There was great activity down at the Charlie Mercer Bowling Green this week, where Lyme Regis Bowling Club staged their 65th annual tournament. As is tradition, the first wood was bowled by the Mayor of Lyme Regis, Councillor David Sarson, a keen bowler himself, with about 100 competitors from all over the country taking part. And finally, Lyme Regis Sailing Club play host to the OK Dinghy Class World Championships this week. More than 140 competitors are expected to take part from countries across the globe, including Australia, New Zealand, Canada and from Europe. Many have already arrived in the town and action on the water is set to continue until June 30th. 4 comedians are on the bill at the Marine Theatre tonight for the monthly Lyme Regis Comedy Club, including headliner Dan Atopolsky, with doors opening at 7 p.m. The Marine will also be playing host to theatre company The Handlebards on Saturday evening, who will bring their comic take on Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream for an open-air performance on Theatre Square. Meanwhile, the Nag's Head in Lyme Regis will host its weekly live music night from 9 p.m. on Saturday. Another glorious weekend in Lyme Regis with a dry and sunny forecast throughout the weekend, possibly more cloud cover on Saturday morning and high temperatures of 22 degrees. Thanks for watching LymeOnline's video news bulletins. You can find the latest local news on our website throughout the week. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram for regular updates, or subscribe to our free weekly newsletter to get the top stories sent straight to your inbox. Have a great weekend.